746.
If Daniel Craig's talent-stretching roles of the late 1990s failed to provide immediate professional and monetary dividends, at least one role enhanced his personal life significantly. While working on the 1997 movie Obsession, Craig played opposite German actress and television host Heike McCatch. Even before the end of filming, the pair were starting to see each other offset. And before long, McCatch and Craig, who had now been divorced for nearly 3 years, were living together and were often touted by the press as the hottest couple in showbiz. Craig's recent string of challenging roles prompted casting directors to offer him more varied parts. In 1998, Craig landed a small part in the lavish historical drama Elizabeth, where he played a murderous monk sent by the Pope to arrange the assassination of Queen Elizabeth I. If his part in Elizabeth was minor, it led immediately to a far more substantial role in Love is the Devil. Acting opposite Derek Jacobi, Craig played his sadomasochistic lover, named George Dyer.
Now, there are plenty of actors who wouldn't touch that kind of role because they thought it would be career poison. People would say, oh, how can I do that? Nobody will take me seriously as a red-blooded heterosexual male lead ever again. But Daniel Craig has the confidence in himself to do that.
In terms of really getting the attention of the film industry, I think Love is the Devil was really crucial. I mean, it wasn't a huge commercial hit, but everyone in the industry saw it. And he's playing a gay role, this low-life criminal who becomes the lover of Francis Bacon. A kind of risky role, but I think it was a perfect casting for him. Really impressive, just incredibly intense. And I think he was pretty fearless at that time, but it was a fantastic part, and he really got to show something. And I think it also did put him on another platform. It got him the attention of the industry, and although he hadn't yet broken through to the mainstream, I think casting directors, and studio executives became very aware of him at that point.
It was just the kind of part Daniel Craig had been waiting for.
I think Daniel Craig is definitely interested in exploring boundaries in his work, doing things that are challenging, doing things that are interesting, and possibly, taking roles that other people might balk at.
Building on his tough but sympathetic character, in 2000, Craig landed a supporting role opposite Kim Basinger in the sprawling big-screen epic entitled I Dreamed of Africa, where he played the savvy foreman of a 100,000-acre ranch in Kenya. That same year saw Craig in 2 more major motion pictures. First was the independent production, Some Voices.
He played somebody with mental illness, which was a tough issue, a courageous issue, and Daniel Craig grabbed it with both hands the way he does with every role he does.
In a lighter vein, Craig's next role was Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. As it happened, it was one of his favorite video games at the time. So when he was offered the part of Lara Croft's rival and former lover, Alex West, he thought working on the cinematic version of the game would be a rare chance to have fun on a movie set.
There is an essence to the game in it, which I think hopefully will please the really die-hard gamers. And she takes on the role of Lara Croft and just takes it somewhere else, And I don't think the game will fail now, as far as I'm concerned, which it should do.
Tomb Raider was a predictable box office success, and Craig was well reviewed in his part.
He didn't compromise his own integrity as an actor at all in doing it, I don't think.
I think that Tomb Raider wasn't a great role for him. I think if you do a bad part in a movie that nobody sees, it's not such a bad thing. But in a big film like Tomb Raider, he really, what was his role for? I wasn't really sure what he was doing there, and I'm sure he wasn't really sure what he was doing there.
Daniel Craig is such a good actor, it doesn't really matter what he's in a way. Tomb Raider was just a piece of Hollywood popcorn. There's nothing wrong with it. It's not going to win anybody any Oscars. It's not by Ingmar Bergman. It's fine. He did it. He didn't disgrace himself. He took the check. Good luck to him.
Daniel and the rest of the cast played supporting roles to the undoubted star of the show, the splashy special effects. The experience did not, however, dampen his enthusiasm for lighter roles in general. Craig's next film was a British television adaptation of Sword of Honor, a twisted roller coaster of a story about a henpecked husband mistakenly hailed as a war hero. Critics called it a tour de force performance.